Hey everybody, the folks at Mayflash sent me an arcade stick, their latest and greatest arcade stick for testing out. This is unreleased. They did send it to me to try it out and give them some feedback. So I'm just kind of showing you the system itself, the device, and the unboxing experiences may vary because I imagine the outside of the box is going to be the same, but what's inside might change. It does come with a USB-C to USB-A adapter, and they did confirm that that's going to be included for sure. And I received an 8-way gate, and they did confirm that you will get an additional 8-way gate. The stick itself is stock with a 4-way. But here, all of these materials might change. I'm sure it'll come with an instruction manual. Mine didn't. But just overall, this is the unit itself. It comes wrapped nicely in some clear plastic, protecting the buttons and the face of the control panel, and even the little different the selectors that are there, the options and things that you have. So that was kind of cool. And it was nice just kind of peeling off all those little stickers. So that's cool. It's a really nice stick. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's really heavy, hefty. And the one thing that I want to mention is that this is a wireless stick. So a lot of folks have asked about the F500 and how it compares, but I don't believe the F500 was wireless. So this is Bluetooth, 2.4 gigahertz, and wired. So it does offer all of those three different types of connections, and it connects to a lot of different systems, as you can see there. It's an 8-way stick, which is not unique to the F500 or other arcade sticks that Mayflash has offered. It does have a headphone jack and a mute button. And on the side is where you'll get your USB-A connection. It's also used for charging as well. But it does come with this 2.4 gigahertz dongle or adapter, and it has that nice little home for it, little slot that you can kind of tuck it away. And when you're not using it, like if you're in Bluetooth mode, you don't need this. But there are some systems that will require it, and we are going to go through that. So we're going to we're just going to take a look at how it connects to a lot of other devices. Listen to this. This is like my favorite part, so sounds nice. Yeah. But the stick itself feels great to me. It does not have the Sanwa stick, so this is not the Elite version. They do intend on releasing an Elite version in the early part of next year. But this year, in October, you should expect this F700 as you see it here. But yeah, it feels great. It's got a lot of room for your palm. It's not uncomfortable. It's a nice solid stick. And this is the way it looks when you're comparing it to other sticks. So the biggest stick that I have here is that Hori Real Arcade Stick Pro for the Xbox 360. And it's very comparable to that stick itself in size and weight, overall feel as well. So here we go. We're starting to test things out. On the Geo Mini, the 2.4 gigahertz adapter, and in retro mode on the stick will get you a wireless connection to your Geo Mini. No additional wires, adapters, dongles, anything like that. It just connects to it. Nice. And here I'm just testing out like the speed of the response. I'm not testing response time or anything like that. I'm just checking things out to see if when I push the fire button really quick. The Arcade Stick Pro is also a 2.4 gigahertz connection, and it's also in the retro setting. This one I have it set to the player 1 side, and I'm able to get into the game and just play things really easily. On player 2, if you set to player 2, it'll also work as a second player controller, so that was really cool to see that. And I think this is Samurai Showdown 4. Just a quick, show that the buttons and the sticks do what they're supposed to do. Nice. This is not my favorite Samurai Showdown, by the way, but I went ahead and selected that. The eGrid 2 Mini is also connected via the 2.4 gigahertz adapter along with the retro setting on the F700. And here I'm just demonstrating, the fact that I'm able to add coins, push start, move the stick around, push buttons, and get into the game. The Astro City Mini is a wired connection, so you're going to use the wired connection to the device. And it's also in the retro setting. And again, you just plug it in and it's ready to rock. So that was kind of cool just to see that working. And just a quick demo, going in, pushing start, adding some coins, and just getting in the game. So that was kind of neat. The next device that I'm looking at is the Mac OS setting. So it did connect via Bluetooth to my Mac. This is an M1 MacBook Air, and my dog is excited. So Capcom vs. SNK 2 versus the Redream emulator worked just fine. The emulator itself has settings that you can actually adjust your button configuration and all that, so that makes it a lot easier too. But yeah, it connected great. It does detect the device as an Xbox style controller or an Xbox device in the Bluetooth settings. And just for fun, I hooked it up to my iPhone, and this is using RetroArch on my iPhone 12 Pro, and this is Death Smiles. Again, I used the Bluetooth connection, and I think I did the Android iOS setting on the stick itself. So there it is, me just taking it off. But Steam Deck. Steam Deck was also Bluetooth. I used XInput, and I think you can use various inputs that the Steam Deck will detect. XInput just worked right off the bat, but I think you can set it up as a PS4 controller and all that, and then your config will be a little different. But I mean, even with the Steam Deck, you can just change your configuration anyway and remap and everything, so that's not really a concern. But XInput worked, Bluetooth works, no wires, no connections, no dongles, just a nice clean connection. I haven't mentioned this, but it does have a 1000 milliamp battery. And it's reported to be like over 13 hours, I think, of gameplay via the 2.4 gigahertz connection. So that's kind of neat too. I'm not reviewing that or testing that at this point, but I might test it out and just give them some feedback, see how long, what kind of gameplay I'm getting out of it. This was neat. The Dreamcast, I used a Brook Wingman Pro, I think Wingman SD adapter. And in this particular case, I use a 2.4 gigahertz adapter, but I also discovered that if I set it to the PS4 setting and via Bluetooth, I can get a connection. So I don't even need an adapter to play with the Dreamcast. As long as I'm using this Brook Wingman adapter, it was really cool. And finally, the RG35XX, just for fun, 2.4 gigahertz connection, worked on the stock system, no problem. This is Neo Geo Magical Drop 2, I believe. And this was just for fun, just to see if I can get it connected. I don't really know the use case for something like this, but maybe if you use the HDMI out. But yeah, that's it, man. This is the F700. It's coming soon in October. This is a pre-release, not a final product that they sent me. So you might get something a little different, and they're still working on it. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm really excited to have something like this because all of my arcade sticks have wires. So this is the first wireless arcade stick that I have here at home. And I'm a casual player, so I don't count frames. And this will do just fine to be able to just kick back and relax in my chair without having to worry about wires or anyone kind of stepping over them or snagging them or anything like that. But tell me what you think. Is this something that you're looking forward to? It does work on the PS5, the Switch, the PS3, and the PS4. I didn't use those systems or demonstrate those systems, but that's just out of the box. It's already it connects to those things. What I want to do is see what all I could connect to it and demonstrate that. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and let me know if this is something you're excited about, and we'll catch you on the next one.